morning, you. Wanna burn the meat? All this nonsense and preparation for what? A fiesta. So when there's work to be done. You know they will even pull off shearing the sheep when the Father Salvador arrives. And those a lot of Indians can hear Mass.
They need a bit of religion now and then, the same as the rest of us.
Mass in the morning and Vespers at night. And confession.
You'll have plenty to confess when the Father gets here.
Yes, I will. You know, Father Salvador, he's a man of sense, even though he is a priest. And I'm going to ask his advice on how I'm going to manage this rancho with a young boy at the head of everything. And a doting mother who thinks she's got the wisdom of 7 sons.
Speak a little louder, one. I'm afraid I did not understand you. Ah!
Ah, senora, sir.
Come here.
Oh, my.
Perhaps I'm growing deaf in my old age.
Senora, I ask your pardon.
It is Father Salvador's pardon you must ask.
I meant no harm. I swear.
If you have any complaints, make them to Senor Felipe.
Yes.
There he is now.
Senora.
In the corral. Yes, Don Felipe. One, keep her on their way down from the hills. Alessandro and his men will be here tonight. We'll start shearing in the morning.
Yes, Don Felipe.
There's plenty of feed for the Indian horses.
Yes, Don Felipe.
Margarita,
Yes, Senora.
ask the Senorita Ramona to come here.
I'm sorry, but she's gone to meet Father Salvador.
Very well. Ramona did not speak to me of this.
Mother, she's so happy.
Perhaps you had better go and see if he is really coming. I do not want him to think the Morenos are lacking in good manners.
Ramona, my child.
Oh, we've been expecting you since yesterday. Senora Moreno was worried that you might be ill. But I knew you'd come to my fiesta.
I'm like an old sheep. I always turn up once a year for the shearing.
Here, let me take that, Father. Must you always walk? It would make the Senora so happy to give you a horse. We have hundreds. What's one horse in 100?
It's a rule of the Franciscans to travel on foot. And I've been trying to tell my John Bunyans what an excellent rule that is. But I fear they're a pair of hopeless infidels.
I'll fix you a basin of hot water and then
We'll baptize them?
Yes.
I'm afraid it'll take more than immersion to curb their rebellious spirits.
Felipe!
Felipe.
Father,
My son.
I'm glad to see you.
And I'm glad to see you.
I'll carry that.
All right.
Oh, this is like old times. Ramona home from the convent. Felipe smiling because she is.
Remember how we used to hide down here under the willows, waiting for you?
And how I used to cry because Felipe could run faster than I.
Yes, and how he used to pretend he had tripped and fallen so you could overtake him.
Alessandro! The shearers are coming! Here comes Alessandro!
Paquito!
Alessandro! What did you bring me, Alessandro?
This.
Oh.
What do you think of that?
I like it. May I lead your horse?
Oh, better than that. You can ride him.
afraid you wouldn't get here in time for the fiesta tonight.
Fiesta? Is there going to be a fiesta?
Sure. And you never saw so much to eat in your life.
You better watch out. Too much tonight, castor oil tomorrow.
I don't care. I wish we could have a fiesta every day.
Alessandro! How are you?
Very well, thank you. And yourself?
I've never been better. Nor have I ever seen a more beautiful animal. Where'd you get him?
Roped him out of a wild herd last spring. Had my eye on him for 3 years, but he was always just a little bit too fast for me to get my riata over his neck.
He's a beauty.
Then he's yours.
Oh, no, not that, Alessandro. But tell me, is he as fast as my black?
Well, he's very fast.
We'll have a chance to find out at the races when the shearing's finished.
Yes?
How was the journey? Take you long?
As usual, 2 days. We camped last night in Coyote Pass.
You must be hungry. Have your men turn their horses into the corral and come with me. I'll have more to get you something to eat.
Thank you, Margarita.
You're welcome, Bob. Ramona went to meet you. Did you see her?
Yes, I saw her. She's gone to pick some fruit for me, fresh from the tree, with her own hand.
Help! Help! Felipe! Help!
Senorita.
Oh, go away. Go away.
Ma-
Oh, don't look. Go away, please, go away.
Well, Senorita, you may fall.
No, I can manage. Go away. No.
Help! Help! Felipe! Help! Help! Felipe, help! Help! Oh!
Are you hurt?
No, I'm not hurt. Yeah, I want to get down, please.
Yes, senorita.
Oh, put me down, please.
Yes, senorita.
I was picking some apples for Father Salvadero, and I was shaking that big limb up there to get that big one, but I slipped.
Yes, senorita.
Oh, honestly, it makes me so mad. I climbed that tree 1,000 times and never fallen before.
Yes, senorita.
Want an apple? Oh, no, that was no good. Yeah, that was all right.
Thank you, senorita.
I'll have to go now. Senora may need me. There's so much to be done. We're having a fiesta tonight, you know.
Alessandro!
Margarita.
Come in the kitchen. I'll give you a glass of wine.
No, thank you. I'm looking for someone.
Who?
I don't know her name.
You don't know whose name?
The girl in the apple tree.
Apple tree? What are you talking about? All right.
Come here!
Yes. Don't go away. Be back in a minute.
Ramona!
I'm coming, Felipe!
All right. It's our fault for leaving it.
I'm not so sure. Lovely. Very pretty.
Thank you.
That's
It's
beautiful. So, you spend your time with girls while we men die of loneliness.
Well, I had to give them their presents.
But you're supposed to be admired and danced
Felipe, be
with.
careful.
Senor Valdez is here
Oh?
and insists on having his first dance with you.
Oh, he does he?
And he's consumed with jealousy, even as I.
You jealous? Oh, Felipe.
Well, why shouldn't I be? You're the most beautiful, the loveliest, the sweetest.
You better save that pretty speech for your sweetheart.
That's what I'm doing. I'm insanely jealous at the thought of you dancing with anyone but me.
Oh, you're so sweet. I've missed you so much, Felipe. All the time I was away at the convent, I was wishing I were home here. With you. Oh, I do love you so much. If you were my really, truly own brother, I couldn't love you any more than I do.
Ramona, will you please come down?
I'm sorry, Senor.
Senor Valdez has ridden 40 miles to see you tonight.
Well, you see,
Here he is now.
Good evening. How nice to see you.
Senorita, when Felipe told me you were the most beautiful girl here,
Oh.
I naturally thought it was just a brother's love for his sister that made him exaggerate.
Well,
Will you dance with me and
Ramona will be delighted.
Thank you, Senorita.
I beg your pardon, senor. Ramona, this is my dance. I've been looking everywhere for you.
I beg your pardon.
I beg your pardon.
Gentlemen, you are both wrong. Ramona promised me this dance, remember?
yes, I do, but you see...
I insist. The dance is still mine.
Gentlemen, we can't have a duel here. I'll settle this dispute by dancing with Ramona myself.
You hold my fan, Senor. Thank you.
Juan, huh? Who is that dancing with Don Felipe?
Oh, why, that's Senorita Ramona. She just got home from the convent.
Home?
Yes, and every man here drove more than 40 miles just to dance with her.
Every heart bids you welcome, Ramona. We have all missed your smile, beautiful Ramona. You return little flower as fragrant as a rose. So we meet you, senorita, with hearts at our gate. We're dancing to greet you today.
When I took Ramona into my home, I did not dream anything like this would happen.
You've been blind. Felipe has loved her ever since they were children.
I would rather see him dead than married to her.
Why?
When he marries, I want to be able to look into the eyes of my grandchildren without shame.
I don't think you need worry about that. I'm sure Ramona has never thought of Felipe except as her brother.
A change has come over him ever since she came home from the convent. I've seen it in his eyes. The way he watches her.
A man may love a maid, but it all goes for nothing if she doesn't love him. Just remember your oath to your dying sister, to provide for Ramona as if she were your own daughter.
I shall not break my oath. Neither shall she marry my son.
Heavenly Father, we humbly beseech thee to bless and sanctify this house and all who dwell therein, and grant to them the abundance of heavenly blessings, and from the richness of the earth every substance necessary for life, as thou didst bless the house of Abraham, of Isaac, and of Jacob. Amen. Gloria Deo.
All nature sings of peace.
father was a great chief. Shh.
What's your hurry, I'd like to know?
The races start at 2 o'clock. But the cheering must be finished by noon. It's almost that now.
More tomfool. I don't know why we even bother to shear the poor sheep. You can't interfere with horse racing and dancing.
What are you doing down there? Come here. Come on out of there. Come here. You want to see what it feels like to be a sheep, huh? Here. Here, Pablo, catch. Maybe you better use the shears on him, Pablo.
Money.
Sandro! We have the Signora's permission. The vaqueros are going to play, and we're going to have a dance just like we did last year. Tonight.
Why don't you pick another night so that I can dance with you? We start shearing at the Ortega Rancho at daybreak tomorrow.
Oh, but last year we had the dance after the races. And you stayed?
And danced and rode all night. And, senorita, to please a lady, we'll do it again.
Oh, good.
Sandro, you wait here. Will you finish in time for the races? Better than that. By high noon. How will you match your wild horse against this black?
You name the terms, Don Felipe.
My horse saddle and bridle against yours.
Well, that would not be fair to you. I have no saddle.
It's a bet. I'll accept that handicap. One.
Whenever he looks at me, his eyes seem to go right through me. I know he's an Indian, but I don't care. I think he's the handsomest man I ever saw. You can't imagine how he dances. He just seems to have wings on his feet.
Oh, Margarita. If the senora ever heard you speak like that, I'm sure she wouldn't approve.
Why, senorita?
What are you doing out here at the shearing pen? It's not nice with all these men.
I just came to tell Alessandro about the dance tonight.
Oh. But you better go back to the house now. You may be needed.
Yes, senorita.
Ramona, meet me at the lower gate. We'll go out that way.
All right, Felipe.
Come on, Sandy, hold still. Now, will you stop this foolishness and stand still?
Senorita,
Alessandro.
may I hold him for you?
Yes, thank you. Are you always around when ladies are in distress?
Why, I don't know, senorita.
I'm afraid I neglected to thank you for rescuing me from the apple tree the other day.
And I want to apologize
For what?
for taking you in my arms like I did.
How else could you have lifted me?
I don't know. I didn't realize who you were. I thought...
Well, you couldn't very well have left me hanging there shrieking for help, could you?
No, senorita. I suppose not.
Now, will you give me a lift now, please?
afraid you're going to lose that bet.
Race between Don Felipe and Alessandro.
Felipe says Alessandro's a wonderful rider. And I hear he dances as though he had wings.
I've known Alessandro ever since he was a child. He was educated by the Padres at San Luis Rey.
Oh. He's good looking, isn't he? I think he's handsome.
Capitan, do you mind getting off my lap?
Each rider gets the rooster and brings him here and puts him in the coop. Don Felipe in this coop over here and Alessandro in the other one. Then they both race for the third rooster.
Senorita Ramona will give the signal to start.
Good luck, Felipe.
Good luck, Felipe.
Alessandro.
If I were a betting man, I'd bet Alessandro will win.
Oh, do you think so, Father? Felipe's a wonderful rider. Ready? Come on, Alessandro, come on.
Don Felipe!
Felipe! Felipe! Oh, he's dead.
No, senorita. But we must get him to the house quickly.
Do you see them yet?
No.
Heaven only knows what's keeping them.
How long has Alessandro been gone?
Almost 20 hours. But San Diego's a long way. We must be patient.
This racing. Never again shall it be permitted here.
They're coming. They're coming, Senor. Shh.
San Diego and back in 20 hours. It's nothing short of a miracle.
Oh, Doctor, we thought you'd never get here. Oh, hurry, Doctor, please.
11 hours in the saddle. We only stopped to let the horses drink. I thought he'd kill me and the horses, too.
Come in, Doctor. You stay out here and see that everything is kept quiet.
How is Don Felipe?
Well, he's just the same. You must be hungry. I'll fix you some breakfast. Marta. Marty, how is he?
The saints be praised, the sweat's breaking on his skin. He'll live.
Is that what the doctor said?
Hot water. Hot water, that's what he said, and plenty of it.
We'll never be able to thank you enough. I don't know what we'd have done if you hadn't been here.
Don Felipe is my friend.
Marguerite, I'll do that. You go help Marta. There's so much to be done. Must you go to the Ortega Rancho?
My men are there now, waiting for me.
I knew Felipe'd want you to stay here until he's better.
He's very dear to you, isn't he?
If anything had happened to him, I don't know what I'd do.
I'll stay. If you want me to.
Oh, thank you, Alessandro.
To see his lonely bride. The gentle star-eyed maiden, plaintive is her plea. She is waiting. Under the redwood tree.
That's an old Indian song. Where did you learn it?
Alessandro taught it to me.
Gentle, star-eyed maiden. Plaintive is her plea.
Rawhide bed. What's it for?
For Don Felipe, so he can get out into the air in the sunshine.
Well, I never heard of such a thing.
It is light, so it can be moved easily to follow the sun.
Maybe all right for some people. Give me feathers on my bed. Alessandro, will the bed be finished by noon?
It is almost ready now.
Oh, good. Margarita, go tell Marta that Senor Felipe will have his dinner in the patio. Yes, senorita. I haven't told him a word about this. I wanted to keep it as a surprise for him. Poor Felipe. I'm so worried about him. He doesn't seem to be getting any better. He's restless, he doesn't sleep well. Last night he had a high fever again. Are you sure lying in the sun will be good for him?
We Indians are taught that sunshine is the best medicine of all. It will make him sleep and give him health. Before you know it, he'll be himself again.
Oh, I hope so.
He's been in that room too long. He needs to be out where he can see the trees and the sky.
Yes.
I'll get even with her. She'll see if I don't.
What's the matter with you?
Thinks she's pulling the wool over my eyes. Sending me to the house just so she can be with him.
What are you talking about?
The
Senorita Ramona and Alessandro, that's what.
Shut your mouth. Come here. Come here.
She's in love with him.
Shut your mouth. Come here. Come here, I say. Do you want the senora to hear?
Alessandro. Ramona.
Did you have a good nap?
No. Take that pillow from behind my neck. I feel like I'm falling apart.
We have a surprise for you.
Nothing would surprise me the way I feel.
Alessandro's made you a rawhide bed, so you can lie out in the sunshine.
What?
Yes, Don Felipe.
Oh, let him carry you out under the tree.
I'm dying for a breath of fresh air.
Oh, I knew you'd like it. Alessandro, you bring him out. I'll get some pillows and a blanket.
Somebody gonna sleep on this?
Felipe.
I'd just as soon sleep on a bucking horse.
Here, Juan. Hold these. There you are.
Ramona! What are you doing? Alessandro! Felipe, what is this?
Mother, this is exactly what I wanted. Put me on the bed, Alessandro.
Ramona, why didn't you tell me about this?
Sorry, Senora, but Alessandro and I planned it as a surprise.
Oh, Felipe. The doctor insisted that you should be kept perfectly quiet.
Oh, Mother, please.
Juan, you and Alessandro may go. Leave Don Felipe alone. I need not tell you how thoroughly I disapprove of all this. I can overlook your disrespect to me, but I cannot forgive your lack of consideration for my boy's health.
But I only...
If anything happens to Felipe as a result of this, I shall hold you responsible.
Why does the senora speak so crossly to the senorita?
Why? I'll tell you why. She's no Moreno, no more than I am. There's only two people on this rancho who know who she really is, and that's Marta and me. But that's one scandal I don't talk about. Now remember, you didn't hear that from me, unless you want the senora to skin me alive.
I suppose now that Felipe's well, you'll be going away.
There's nothing for me to do here now.
No, I suppose not.
And my people need me.
Yes, I suppose so. When are you leaving?
I'm going to speak to the senora today.
Oh. Does that mean we won't see you again for a whole year?
Yes?
It's going to seem strange here without you. I will miss you.
Why, senorita, there are tears in your eyes.
Are there?
Is it because I'm going away?
Yes. Yes, I suppose so.
Then you won't be angry if I tell you that I love you?
No. Oh, no.
Ramona.
I've waited to hear you say that ever since the first morning you sang the sunrise here. I told myself he's singing it to me.
I was. Will you marry me?
Oh, yes, yes.
My darling.
Senora.
go to the house.
Senora, may I?
Ramona?
Senora.
It's all right, Alessandro. It's all right. Senora, that is
I
Alessandro.
said go to the house.
Senora,
You
may I?
get your pay and leave the ranch at once. I should have known better than to trust an Indian.
That tongue of yours.
I'm glad I told.
Shut your face, liar! Kezzy, I ought to take your head off.
Leave me alone, both of you.
In all my years at the rancho, I never saw the senora lose her control of herself before.
She threatened to send that blessed child to Mexico, to the convent, to serve the sisters.
You can't make me do that. Felipe won't let you.
Felipe, come here. I caught this girl in the arms of a beggarly Indian on whom I swear to let the dogs if I bid them.
Mother, what are you saying about Ramona?
Felipe, I love Alessandro and I want to marry him.
You love Alessandro?
Yes.
Oh, but that's impossible. I thought...
I'm going to send her away where she will be forced to conduct herself respectably.
Mother, I'm sure Ramona has done nothing disrespectful.
If she stays here, she will disgrace the name of Moreno.
I'm not a Moreno.
You've been brought up in my house as one, as my own daughter. All the time I've lived in fear that sooner or later the blood of your mother would come out.
How can you speak that way of my mother? Why, she was your own sister.
She was not. She was an Indian squaw.
Mother, what are you saying?
I tried to spare you both this. That's why I've never told you before.
Senora.
Your father was a man of good family. A shipmaster. Angus Fail. He was engaged to marry my sister. There was a lover's quarrel and he went away. She had made an unfortunate, childless marriage when Angus Fail came back. But he still loved her. He brought a tiny baby, his child, and begged her to adopt it. When my sister was dying, she made me promise to take you, his child, into my house and bring you up as my own daughter.
But my mother, you say she was an Indian?
Yes.
And I belong to Alessandro's people.
You'll not go back to the very thing your father thought he had saved you from.
Nothing else matters, except that I love Alessandro.
Oh, go to your room. Pack your things
No,
tomorrow.
you can't do it. Felipe, don't let her. Don't let her send me away to the convent. You won't, will you?
I think you'd better do as Mother says.
Please don't let her send me away. Is it wrong to love him so?
Ramona. Ramona.
Felipe.
Ramona, dear. Are you sure, really sure that you want to marry Alessandro?
Oh, yes. Oh, I'm so sure.
Alessandro came to see me.
He didn't go.
I'll tell him to meet you at the brook.
Oh, I knew you'd help us.
Here's the key to your door. Go as soon as the house is quiet.
Yes, I will.
Goodbye. God bless you.
Felipe. Felipe, kiss me goodbye.
Quiet, Gabby, dear.
Alessandro! Alessandro! Oh, my darling.
Ramona.
Alessandro, my mother was an Indian.
I know.
Oh, why didn't you tell me?
I didn't have the right then.
Oh, my dearest.
We'd better go now.
Yes. You have my horse.
Don Felipe made me take it.
Oh. Are we going to Papa Salvadera's to be married?
No, that's where the Senora would expect us to go. She may follow to stop us.
Oh, no.
We'd better go to Father Gaspar's near San Diego.
Is it far?
We'll be there in 2 days.
Good morning, Margarita. Senorita Ramona will not be down this morning. I'll take breakfast up to her myself later.
The Senora.
Yes?
The Senorita's gone. Only this moment I came from her room. The door was open.
Alessandro's gone, too. Juan told me. He took one of the horses.
Serve the breakfast.
What do you mean by telling her?
Well, it's true, isn't it? Shut your mouth! The poor darling.
Maybe it's all for the best, Mother.
Whether it is or not does not concern me now. I gave Ramona home. She left it of her own free will to run off with an Indian.
Mother.
And he stole a horse.
That isn't true. You gave Ramona that horse when it was a colt.
There is a penalty for horse stealing.
Mother, they didn't steal it. They had every right to it.
Why are you defending them?
Because I helped them run away.
Oh. You loved her that much.
I'm sorry if I've hurt you.
We must not speak of this ever again. Either of us.
Well, what is it?
Some Indians want to get married.
All right, bring them in. Bring them in.
He said, come.
Good morning.
Good
Morning, Father.
Have you had your breakfast?
No, Father.
Well, sit down, sit down. Pull out the bench, pull out the bench. Can't lie on empty stomachs. Bless us, our Lord, and these thy gifts which we are about to receive from thy holy bounty, and may the souls of the faithful departed to the mercy of God rest in peace. Go ahead, eat, eat. Eat today, for tomorrow you may starve. That's my motto. Here, help yourself. Help her. You've got to begin thinking about helping her. Where you from?
Temecula.
Good village. Too good. The Americans will have it sooner or later.
Oh, but we have a paper giving us the land at Temecula.
Paper? Rubbish. What do these land grabbers care about papers? Woman, are you an Indian?
My mother
Well, only
was.
last week, 2 Indians came here because the Americans had stolen their land. Took it by law, they said. What law, I ask? American law, they said. Bah, American laws. By my faith. American laws are as thick as crabs on the beach and just as backward in their motion. Only their own lawyers can understand. Hey! Hey! Villains! Get out! Villains! Come back! Would you steal fruit from the church? Nice boys, the little devils. Tomorrow I'll give them a licking they won't forget. God bless them. Probably starved at home. Huh. So you want to get married? Holy estate matrimony. Alessandro, wilt thou take Ramona here present for thy lawful wife, according to the right of our Holy Mother, the Church?
I will.
Ramona, wilt thou take Alessandro here present for thy lawful husband, according to the right of our Holy Mother, the Church?
I will.
Did you say you were an Indian? Yes. Join your right hands.
My angel. Are you dreaming about heaven, darling? You look like it. Aren't you going to wake up so we can go and call Daddy? No? All right, Mom will call him.
Alessandro! Alessandro!
Whoa.
Come on to dinner!
All right.
Look at all our wheat, senorita. Soon it will be ready to harvest. And then my 2 Ramonas will have new dresses.
Everything you plant seems to grow without any trouble at all.
The earth is always good to those who love her. Isn't she, my senorita?
You speak of the earth as if it were a woman.
Well, isn't it always a woman who gives life?
Is that why you wanted our child to be a girl?
No. I wanted her to be like you.
Hello!
Good day, senores.
Who is that?
They're strangers to me. They look like Americans. Maybe we better ask them to stay for dinner.
Oh, should we?
Do we have enough?
Well, yes, I think so.
Let's.
All right. Come on, Angel. No, they're not going to hurt you.
You're just in time to eat with us.
What do you say, Will?
Suits me.
Alessandro is my name.
Williams, mine.
How far are you going?
Oh, quite a piece.
Come on, get it. Say, that horse is lame. He's in no shape to travel. Why don't you put him in the corral and I'll lend you one of mine until you get back.
Oh, he's all right. Just a little tender.
How do you do?
Howdy, Scrubs, his name.
Well, come, senores. Have a drink of water. My well is full and cool even on the hottest day.
I'm going to San Diego tomorrow. If you're going that way, we'll ride together.
Going away, eh?
To sell my sheep. I hear the prices are very good this year.
Been all long?
I have a wife and a baby. This is my home. I would never leave if it weren't necessary. Water, senor.
Oh, thanks. Nice looking valley here.
You see my orchard? I have apples, pears, grapes, and a fine garden. My wife attends to that.
Been here long?
My people have lived here for generations. My wife and I here in this... Senora's my wife.
How do you do?
Look at that dirt.
Look at that wheat.
It ain't bad.
Anything will grow here, senor.
Alessandro, the food is ready.
Come, senores. We'll eat.
Thanks for the good dinner.
Goodbye, senores.
Goodbye.
Bye.
It seemed to me as though they envied us here.
Oh, why shouldn't they? There isn't a prettier or more fertile valley in the world.
I wonder why they didn't wait and ride to San Diego with you. They said that's where they were going.
Well, they must be in a hurry. And sheep travel slow.
So you want a figure of the Blessed Lady for your wife?
Yes, senor.
Look at this. Like a little flower, huh? Very powerful in heaven. They say her son doesn't refuse her a single favor she asks of him.
Well, the child is separate.
I wanted to see her smile when I put him in her arms. You see? She's a great one for wanting him with her every minute.
I'll take it.
Let me wrap her so the sun won't touch her. Come, my little one. I have found you a home.
Come on, I'll race you to the top of the hill.
Ramona will be waiting.
Yeah, that's why I want to race. All right? 1, 2, 3, go!
Our homes.
This is my home, my wife, my children. Stay away.
Climb up there and see if you can loose that, will you?
What do you want me to do, break my neck?
Take one more left, break your neck.
Be quiet, please.
Just a hitch, just to get my plow into that ground.
I don't. Please don't worry. Take the baby and go in the house.
No, you can't.
Take the baby and go in the house.
are you doing on my land?
This ain't your land,
I haven't sold it.
but I just bought it from the government.
Get off. Get off before I throw you off.
Acting like that won't help you none. Court says this here's my land.
No, please don't. He'll only shoot you. Don't.
Well, that's 4 cents, ma'am. Ain't no use going against the law.
You can't have a house,
Don't,
an orchard.
Please don't.
Aiming to take 'em with you?
No,
Oh, please don't, darling. Don't argue with me.
I'll burn them before I go.
Let him have them, Alessandro. We don't want them. Oh, darling, come to the house. Please come to the house with me, my baby. Don't stay here, please don't.
I can still see your garden from here. The corn is just beginning to tassel. In just a few days, the wheat would have been ready to harvest.
Don't look back, Alessandro. Don't look back.
The clouds are getting heavier over the top of the mountain. Hope it doesn't rain.
It's getting colder. Does anyone live up here?
Yes, there are some houses.
Whoa! I don't know, but I think somebody lives here. Hello? Hello? Would you give my wife and baby shelter for the night?
Land of living. What are you doing with a baby out in weather like this? Come on in. Joe, put another backlog on that fire. Jeff, move yourself back and give us some room. Come on in. Not that little fine stuff. Go get a backlog like I told you. Put some water in that kettle and put it on the stove. Jeff Hire, will you get yourself off that bed? Come on in, folks. Here, honey. Take my chair and draw yourself up to the fire. Give me that wet blanket. Here. Jeff, take that out and hang it up in the kitchen where it'll get dry.
Oh, thank you, Senora.
Don't bother any about that Sonori business. Folks that knows me calls me Aunt Rye. That's good enough for me. Come on up, mister. There's plenty of room.
I hope we won't be much trouble.
Oh, don't talk about trouble. I ain't got beds enough for everybody, but I can fix your pallet on the floor.
I don't want to be any bother.
Well, now, who's talking about bothering I'd like to go? So far as this here rain's concerned, darn if it didn't take me by surprise. I never knowed it rained in California, especially this time of year. Did you, Jeff?
Can't say as I did.
Might as well be back yonder in Tennessee for all the sunshine this is.
Did she get wet?
Yes, clear through. May I have a towel or something to wipe her off with?
Why, yes, honey, of course. Jeff, hand me the towel.
I'll go and look after the horses.
All right.
Here, you go and help him, Jeff. There's lots of hay in the loft. Here you are.
Oh, thank you.
Well, what she needs is a good cup of hot milk. Some hot tea wouldn't hurt you any.
Oh, thank you.
In fact, I think it'd perk us all up.
All right, darling, come on. Come on, we'll go over by the fire.
She's right pretty, ain't she now?
She sure is, but who are they?
They don't look like plain, ordinary folks, do they, son?
I've been figuring them out, and my idea is they's Mexicans.
Mexicans? Hand me a teacup. Well, anyway, I ain't gonna take it back. They look like real nice people to me, even if they is foreigners. Get me a teaspoon.
Here.
Oh,
Feed her this.
She'll take it out of the cup.
She will? Well,
Come
it'll
on,
keep her
Daddy.
from catching cold.
Oh, she'll be all right. We Indians can stand more than most people. Come on, darling.
Indians?
Yes. We come from Temecula. There you are.
Joe's. Yeah, Ma.
Son, they ain't Mexicans. They's Indians.
Oh, shucks, Ma. How could they be Indians? They ain't got no paint or feathers.
Can't help it. She says there's Indians. I ain't trusting no heathen. But with you and your pa going off to San Diego tomorrow, I'm going to be prepared. Get the gun.
Oh, now, Ma, there ain't no sense in that.
Get the gun. I don't mean to be scalped without fighting back.
Oh, thank you, dear. She drank a whole cup of hot milk.
Let me do
Oh,
that.
no, it's all right, Alessandro. You're soaked. You must get some dry clothes.
Oh, I'm all right.
You folks ain't Catholics, be you?
Why, yes, we are.
Joe's?
Yeah, Ma.
He says they're Catholics, son.
I reckon a heap of folks is.
Young man, do you believe in the Bible like other folks?
Why, yes, of course.
Do you believe in heaven? And that other place below?
Yes.
What's your idea about baptizing? The reason for it, I mean.
Why, the padres say it is to free our souls from original sin.
Amen, that's the truth.
All three of us have been baptized, Senora.
Joe's? They're Christians, all right. Here, put this, Summers. Goodness, Ma. That's all I wanted to know. Me and mine are God-fearing people, and we don't aim to be took in by no heathens. But looks like I didn't have any cause to worry. Why, folks, you're welcome to anything I got. As far as I'm concerned, a Christian's a Christian, no matter what the color of his skin is. Here, give it to me for a spell. That's the girl. Oh, my. Got you now. Oh, that right, got you. Yeah. Come on now. Oh, well, just look at her. Ain't she the sweetest little thing?
Her hands are just like ice.
Why, of course they are, honey. Now, she'll be asleep before you know it, little angel child. Oh, bless her heart. You can't move that baby until she's better, I tell you.
But, Senora, I've got to find a place for us to live and get my fields planted.
Oh, time enough for that.
We've been here 2 days. You've been very kind.
Now, just listen at you. My lands. It's been mighty sweet having you, especially with Jeff and Joe's away. No telling what might happen to a lone woman in this heathen country.
Aunt Roy! Aunt Roy!
Yes, honey?
Come here, quickly!
I'm a-coming.
Darling, it's all right. Mommy knows. Shh. Hush up, darling. All right, darling. Mommy knows. I know. Oh, Aunt Roy. I think her fever's going up. Feel her head.
Oh, there now. Don't carry on so. Oh, what the matter? Well,
Oh, look at her. She looks so sick.
Oh, my Jacob.
What is it?
Oh, goodness.
Is it Aunt Roy? Is it?
Don't
Aunt
worry.
Roy, is she all right?
Don't worry, darling. She'll be all right.
She's got to have a doctor.
Oh, Alessandro.
Where'd we find a doctor?
Why, there's one in San Bernardino.
Would he come here?
Land's alive. That's what doctors are for.
But we're Indians.
You're human beings,
Oh,
aren't
you must get him, Alessandro. You must get him.
I'll bring him.
Oh, hurry, darling. Hurry. It's all right, darling. It's going to be fine.
tell you it's impossible. Half this town's down with the fever. I can't leave them.
But you'll be back in 10 hours.
10 hours? Great Lord, man. Now listen, 100 people are sick, do you hear? Sick, maybe dying. I haven't had my clothes off for 4 days. You see that? I've been living on it. It's the only thing that's kept me going.
If you don't come, she'll die.
Well, that's what you get for taking a baby out in the rain.
But we'd been driven out of our home. We were looking for a place to live.
Now, don't think you're the only one. How many doctors do you think there are in this town? 1. What thanks do I get for what I do? None. For all they care, I could drop in my tracks. I'm sorry. I know how you feel. If I were in your place and you were the doctor, well, I don't know what I'd do. But don't you see, I'm helpless.
Is it because I'm an Indian?
Great Lord, man. I'm a doctor. What do I care who you are?
I promised my wife I'd bring you. She'll die if anything happens to her child. I'll pay you everything I've got.
I don't want your money. Here, Mrs. O'Brien. Give the baby one of these powders every 2 hours.
Oh, thank you, Doctor. Thank you.
Got to come. I'll make you. They can do what they want with me, but they can't let her die. They can't.
I'm sorry. It's your baby against 100. What am I going to do?
She's gonna die.
Here. I'd fix some medicine for her. It's all I could do if I were there.
Aunt Rye. Aunt Rye!
What is it, honey?
Her breathing's heavier.
Oh, now, don't start imagining things, honey. Here, give it to me. Give it to me now, for a while. There, to baby. Oh, there we are. Now, look here. Why don't you go out for a while and walk around? You haven't been out of this room all day. First thing you know, you'll be sick yourself.
Why doesn't Alessandro come? Why doesn't he bring a doctor?
Oh, he'll be here in no time. Well, you're just wearing yourself out, honey.
If I had one, I'd let you have it.
Well, then will you take care of my horse until I come back and get him? He's too lame to go any farther.
I'll be glad to.
My baby's sick, and I've just got to get this medicine home to her.
There's a Mr. Ferrar, a white man, lives back of that hill over there. He has horses. Maybe he'll lend you one.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know what you need, young lady? A good cup of catnip tea. And Aunt Rye's gonna fix it for you.
Please let me keep this one. Oh, please let me keep this one. Oh, that's right.
Is anybody home? Hello? Indian. Horse thief. Unhitch that horse. Unhitch him.
Alessandro, the doctor. Where is he?
Gave me some medicine and told me what to do.
Wouldn't he come?
He's coming later. Where's Aunt Rai?
Oh, she went out to find some herbs so she can make a poultice. Alessandro, the doctor, why didn't he come with you?
Well, now, don't worry, darling. He'll be here later. She's going to be all right. He gave me some medicine and told me everything to do. How is my little senorita? You know what Daddy saw today? He saw a little brown rabbit so big. Get me a spoon, will you, dear? Once upon a time, a little brown rabbit had a great big tail that long.
Hey, darling.
But the little brown rabbit had a very bad habit. He would roam too far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 drops every hour.
Oh.
Yeah. Get me a bowl and some water. He gave me something to make a poultice.
All right.
All right, now, my senor. That's it. There. Oh, that's a good. Swallow it now. That's a good girlie there.
I brought the bowl, Alessandro, but there's no water. The bucket, I'll get some.
No, I'll get it, dear. Well, there's a little here. That may be enough. Put some of the medicine in that box in there and stir it up into a thick paste, and I'll get some more water.
Doctor! Oh, doctor, hurry, please.
Where's the fellow come up here a few minutes ago on that horse?
Why, he's down at the springs. Come in. Doctor, the baby's in here in the house. Is it something I can do? I'm his wife. What is it? But he's getting some water for the baby. She's sick, you know. What's happened? What's the matter? Why don't you speak to me? Tell me, what is it? Alessandro! Alessandro! No! 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 No!
I know how you feel, honey. And I guess if it was my Jeff laying back there on that hill, well, I'd be a-kicking and a-hollering and a-carrying on so you couldn't hold me. I know, because I've been through it. Why, when I was your age, I'd buried the finest husband you'd ever want to have. And the sweetest little mite of a baby, no bigger than your Ramona. I thought the Lord had gone clear out of his mind, laying his hand on me so heavy. But nobody say anything to make me feel better. But after a spell, I begun to lift up my head again. I had my work to do, and I knew the Lord had something left up his sleeve for me. Now, honey, I ain't telling you not to grieve for Alessandro, because you wouldn't be a woman if you didn't. But you must remember that baby. And that baby's nothing but you and your man all over again. Someday, you and him are going to get back together. I don't know how, when, or where, because it ain't rightly my business to know. But it's the gospel truth. You can take your old Aunt Rye's word for it. The way I look at it is, Alessandro's just rode on a little way ahead. And when you get to the bend in that great road, he'll be there waiting for you. Well, darn my britches, look yonder, honey. Who is that?
This must be the place.
Felipe.
Ramona.
Your child's been a-crying like all get out, and I guess ain't anybody could make her laugh except her mom. Come on and get her. Get that over there, huh? Get that over there. Get it, girl.